to Canada. All right, Canadian exports to the United States continue to drop, reach one of the lowest proportions on record. So, here it is, guys, on article scan. There it is. Why? If you guys haven't gotten the memo yet, America doesn't need Canada for nothing. Oh, they need potash. They got lots of potash in America. Oh, they need our oil. No, our oil's axle grease up here. We don't have the sweet crude oil like West Texas Intermediate. Heck, East Timor's got sweet oil. Angola has sweet oil. Venezuela has sweet oil. Good. Less to refine. Easy to the point. Ready for gas. America does not need Canada for anything. And that's why exports to the United States are slowing down. Mark Carney is destroying, and we told you he was going to get voted in because he had to. So he could finish the job. He could finish Trudeau's job. And Canadians now have to fork over new tax to visit popular sunny getaway. So if you're trying out this exit tax, but this is not an exit, Mike. People aren't permanently leaving. Well, if you want to get away, traveling from Canada to Mexico, if you're headed to the state of Baja California Sur, you'll now have to pay a mandatory tax. It's going to cost you a little more to travel to the popular Mexican state that is known for its nightlife, marine life, and luxury resorts after the government of Baja California Sur announced that an embarque tax is now in effect. This means all foreign visitors, including travelers from Canada planning to visit the state in northwest of Mexico, will be now required to pay a tax before entry. So you got to pay ahead. Cuba has one when you leave Cuba, right? I've been to Cuba a few times, and when you leave Cuba, there is a tax there that you got to pay when you leave. So I guess they're doing it up front in Mexico so they make sure they get their money, right? And let's head over to Toronto. This is going to hurt for a lot of Canadians watching this. Pay attention. Toronto new home sales fall to a record low. Just 42 condos sold in the city. Yep. The big city of opportunity. You guys remember these real estate agents taking my videos and making fun of me? Taking my videos and showing clips of me calling me mentally retarded? How I said they're going to raise rates. There's an oversupply on the market. This is for Chinese money laundering only. Do not fall for the trap. Do not buy into this because you're going to regret it because you can't sell it later. And here we are. Only 500, was that 500, 42. 42, 42 condominiums sold. Maybe I should say this in Spanish or Portuguese. So maybe, I guess people could pick this up better because this is going to get hard. Greater Toronto real estate developers found no relief from the market rut in May. And you're going to start to see this go down. And there's your single-family homes. Let's get the article scan here. Your single-family homes are now on the chopping block. So median household homes are $1.5 million. And you could buy that. I could find you a $1.5 million house in Toronto that you could buy in a nice part of Florida for like $200,000. Same house, too. And I could find you in rural, nice parts of Alabama, rural, nice parts of Georgia, outside of interstate highway to get you to Atlanta and stuff for like $200,000, $150,000. Canadians are getting hosed. And look at the condos. Here are your condos right here. This is a condominium apartment. Benchmark is at $1 million. And what did we tell you? Well, this is what we told you. You type in Toronto condo on our channel. Canadian housing, not for Canadians. Toronto penthouse condo sells for $16 million. Major housing ripoff. And look at in this video, look what we're talking. We're showing you properties in the States for $80,000. With this, like, $50,000. Toronto condo ripoff, $795 for what? Toronto condo crash, major defaults by 2025. Wow, we got that one. We got that one. Toronto condo crash, major defaults by 2025. And that was 6 years, 9 months ago. Toronto condo oversupply housing supply narrative is total BS. Wake up, people. Fake GDP 4 years ago. Massive condo oversupply, 134% in Toronto. First condos, second GTA, then inward to crater to Toronto. So basically, it's going to start in the downtown core, and it's going to go to the GTA. And condos will drop first. There's condos first, right there. And we call that too. And Toronto condos taking off due to CCP Chinese money laundering 6 years ago. It's a trap. Toronto condo buyers beware. Major financial impacts ahead as they will raise rates 7 years ago. It just keeps going on and on and on and on. And BC man busted with enormous amounts of fentanyl in a shopping bag, sentenced to trafficking. Now I'm going to explain to you guys why they're announcing this fentanyl. I'll tell you why. If he stuck to the fentanyl, they would have left him alone. But I did tell you that they're going to be making big busts, big fentanyl busts coming. Big fentanyl busts are on the horizon. So they could take the Chinese Communist Party off the hook for the fentanyl and blame Canadians for it. And doesn't even tell you where he got the drugs from, but I'll tell you where he went wrong. I gotta find a better. I'll tell you what his mistake was here, and why they ended up charging him. This guy had 28 convictions already. He shouldn't be in chain. It shouldn't be in jail. He should be in jail for a long time ago. In the drug trafficking operation, was a courier. He provided the necessary labor to transport the fentanyl, and there's his problem: cocaine. If he stuck with the fentanyl, he might have got away with it, but he got cocaine, such that it could be introduced into the supply chain. So federal government does not want cocaine. The Canadian government does not want cocaine introduced into the supply chain, the judge wrote. So I'm picking at that. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. That's exactly. If he just stuck to the fentanyl, could have been okay. Because the government wants to fast forward killing everybody here as much as possible. Whether it's through MAID, whether it's through Trust the Science. Remember Trust the Science? Did you trust the science? Well, if you trusted the science, you better get your colon checked out if you're a male. And most Canadians permanently leaving are fleeing Ontario and BC. And this is important because it's affordability. And a lot of people don't understand how detrimental this Chinese money laundering was to Canada. It literally destroyed Canada. The money laundering, I mean, we're talking $2.2 to $2.6 trillion. Trillón de dólares fue lavado en las casas y apartamentos in Canada. Yeah. Canadians are packing up and leaving for good, and high home prices may be a major contributor. Last week we discussed Stats Canada. Immigration data showed 2025 saw the biggest Q1 outflows on record. But who is leaving, guys? Who is leaving? It's majority or European expansion is leaving. We made a video, Moonavendor, remember? Moonavendor Ewoks? How Canadians were celebrating in the comments that hundreds of thousands of people have left Canada. But that's the European. That's the Italians, the Portuguese, the Greeks, the people from Spain, Ukraine, Russia. Even Ukrainians were leaving Canada. And people in the comments, good riddance, don't come back. Then I made a video the next day saying, guess who's coming in? Q1 2025 in Canada. It was, 600,000 people from India. And it was Sri Lanka and Bangladesh were coming in. So you lose the people that built the country to bring in the people that are going to destroy your country. And let's keep going. And what did we tell you? Oh, we told you a lot. Oh, did we ever tell you a lot? Vancouver mass exodus. Young families leaving can't compete with CCP money laundering. 6 years, 9 months ago. The condo crash. Look at this. Look at this. Condo crash will start in Toronto and move west to Vancouver. Mass exodus of Canadians by 2025. I left Vancouver, pros and cons. Toronto housing is the biggest bubble in the world. Mass exodus ahead. Rest in peace, middle class. Taxes up 7 years ago. Vancouverites abandoning condos. Can't afford to live in Canada anymore. Brain drain. Mass exodus 8 years ago. Wow. Toronto mass exodus. It's real. Food and fuel set to skyrocket. pushing out young families 4 years ago. Vancouver approves 7% property tax hike, destroying middle-class families. Mass exodus ahead. It just goes on and on. Canada is dying. Major challenges faced by millennials in Canadian cities. Mass exodus ahead 2023. Toronto, no, it was 7 years ago we made the video by 2023, so we were wrong about that one. I'm sorry. Toronto home prices invaded by investors. This will cause mass exodus of middle class 8 years ago. Get out now. Toronto mass exodus, housing crisis. They will tax you to death. Look at this one here. Look at the article I'm reading. Vancouver's household debt is a whopping 86% real estate. Major economic collapse to every Canadian major city. Money laundering, mass exodus, rent hikes. It's a trap. Get out of Toronto and Vancouver now. It's a scam. Taxes, traffic, congestion, work from home. Vancouver exodus destroying Kelowna. Now look at all the bums in Kelowna now. Because a lot of homeless people became homeless because they couldn't compete. They couldn't compete with the money laundering from China. And that's what's happening. And we got one more here for you folks. More people are leaving Canada, and the most educated are most likely to go. I don't know about the most educated. I don't know if it's the most... I know the European expansion is... Hasta luego. Até logo, se quiser. It's going to be gone. Right? But it's there. We told you. We told you. We warned you. Because we love you. Wow, we got 46 people watching. Thanks, guys. I guess people are starting to tune in now. And yeah, it is finished. We'll get Supreme Canyon on, my boy. And maybe we'll go over some of this China stuff here. Because I don't know if you guys know secretively that Supreme Canyon speaks 14 languages. So we'll get him on the show here in a sec. It's going to wet my beak here. And we'll get him on Mike in the Night, episode 613, season 32, episode 3. And... thanks for being vocal on the chat.